Howdy everyone, Chris Driven. So I've worked at the Acura dealership now for 4 months, and I have a list of things that I'm going to go over because I have ADHD and I can't really remember every single thing I'm going to talk about. And this is to explain the harsh reality of what it's really like at the dealership. This is not clickbait at all. If I mess up at all during the video, I'm leaving it because I'm on lunch, so this is a one and done deal. So before I get to a lot of the negatives, this is a disclaimer that I'm not talking bad about the specific dealership I'm working at, the people I'm working for. This is not to bring down the Acura brand at all, and this is just my personal experience, what I'm going through. It may not be the same for the other people who have been working here for quite a while, know the game, understand it, and everything, right? So yeah, once again, I've been here for about 4 months. Started back in, what was it, June, July, and August. Started back in August of 2025. So I'm going to be explaining how it's been like, and yeah. So I want to start off with the positives. Is I first appreciate the opportunity that this dealership gave me as far as giving me a job to work for them, regardless of not having any experience selling cars. And, you know, they helped me just kind of stay afloat because I was without a job for a month. And I highly doubt they really know that. I don't think I ever showed that directly, saying during the interview, like, hey, you know, I don't have a job, like, can you help me out? I just went to the interview like normal, and just like anybody else, probably hoping that, yeah, like, I get the job. So yeah, once again, I thank them for giving me the opportunity to get in, gave me the job, helped me stay afloat. However, since I can't really talk too much about the money aspect of how I earn my money, I will only say that it is minimum wage. And apart from that, you know, you do make your money with selling cars. So making minimum now, which I know in 2026 should be around $16.90 if I'm correct. But it is not really enough to help my family and I stay afloat. Barely enough. It helps me pay the bills, but then it doesn't help me and my wife live comfortably enough to get a better apartment or go do all the things that we want to do to explore in California since we moved out here. And before anybody grills me on that, we moved down here strictly for my wife to go to veterinary school. So we will be here for the next 3 to 4 years. After she graduates, we're moving straight back to Texas. As much as we love everything that there is to do out here in California, the expenses and living is just way too much. I mean, I remember seeing a comment back then that you have to be rich to live in California, and I'd say that's probably true. However, since her and I do have monthly payments on our cars, I think if we didn't have that at all, no car payment, and then we are trying to, you know, get things fixed for 2026, eliminate all our unnecessary credit card debt or loans. So all of that is really setting us back to live in California. So just keep that in mind. If you're trying to move out here and make a living, it's going to be hard if you have any of those. If you have kids, we don't know. We just have dogs and cats. So yeah, minimum job here, minimum payment for the job out here is just, it's not helping. And then, sorry, I did say I was going to go through all the positives, huh? Anyway, so apart from that, it's been a really good learning experience. And I will say that I can't believe there's so many older adults, more than me, older adults, like I'm 27 and still making very poor financial choices when buying a vehicle. Look, if they want to buy the car, we're not saying, hey, don't buy a car. This is a really poor choice. You know, that's not our job. Our job is to sell you a car. And it's not saying, oh, we're scamming you into a car. It's like, no, you come down and test drive it. If you like it, cool, let's see the numbers. All right, that sounds fine to you. Or if you think it does, and then you take off with the car, you know. So it's been a very positive learning experience, because if you guys don't know my story, back when I had a 2021 Tacoma, which I really wish I started YouTube doing that truck instead of thinking like, oh, let me trade it in for a 4Runner, and then, oh, hey, look, I got a new car, now I can do YouTube. It's like, no. So that's why now it's taught me what not to do, where I made a mistake. So it's really helped me into understanding the financial choice that I made when getting a car and understanding that process. But just seeing other people make those same mistakes, like even much older, it's like, wow, like that's insane. But yeah, this really helps me because yeah, I did have a repossession. You know, I traded in my 2021 Tacoma for a 4Runner. A 4Runner ended up being way too high on gas, monthly payment, and then everything just kind of piled up and I lost it. So hopefully I can have a second chance to, well, I mean, now I do, with, like I said, this learning experience. It's helped me grow the YouTube channel now, which I'm not all that crazy about. I do appreciate everybody that's, you know, following, subscribing. You guys have no idea the big mission and goals that I have to do for, you know, anybody that I possibly can make an impact on. It's not for me being selfish at all. Like, obviously I want to help my family, which is me and my wife. Our dogs or cats, they are priority, they're everything to me. So I need to be able to help us first before I can truly help other people out. And I can only say so much in this video before it gets too long, but really financially is where I want to try to help other people, because I understand what, you know, it's like to struggle and still do. Another positive, which I want to disclaim, is I'm sure the managers are good people or okay people outside of work, but when it comes to work related, like, oh man, they're a bit tougher, and I don't want to say too much about it, but this is supposed to be a part of the positive side of things, I guess not, but yeah, when it comes to being a manager, I just think there's some improvements that not only they, but like just how businesses run can definitely change around here. So I guess some of the negatives, harsh reality, what you guys came to hear about is, for me, remember, this is all my personal experience. This is not, you know, how everybody else feels, but this is me. I feel like I'm wasting my potential out here. I have so much in me. I have so much passion. I care too much. And there's big things that I'm trying to do in life. And I think one of those could be is, yes, I'm trying to see if I can do anything with firefighter and explore, you know, what is more suitable for me. One thing I like, because somebody visited me one day and it's a firefighter recruiter, and I'm thinking I would love to do that, because naturally I'm trying to guide people, help people in every sort of way, answer questions, and be the person somebody looks up to. So that's why naturally, like on YouTube or in person, like I want to be able to help people out. So yeah, the goal is to become a firefighter, and that's why being out here, I mean, although yeah, maybe it's a waste of my potential, because all we're doing is sitting around waiting for people to either come in, call, and see if they want to buy a car, right? It's not guaranteed all the time. So for me to just sit around, walk around the lot, it just feels like I could be doing so much more. I can be helping people, I could be saving lives, and I could be making a lot more videos too to help impact people. I'm trying to do every single thing that I can to possibly help people in any way. So it's not just anything car related, but in general, I want to, you know, help guide people and help guide my own kind, which is men, because goddamn, a lot of you guys need help. And you might say that I do too, by posting this video. And so, gosh, like, the girls are tired of you, and that's why I don't even hang out with guys. Aside from that, anyway, this job is definitely not for everybody, and you have to learn to take rejections or being told no and getting grilled or burned by your managers, and to somehow continue going. And grilled by your managers as in, if somebody walks out, no matter what, unless it absolutely made sense that, like, You know, the numbers weren't looking good. There was too high monthly payment, whatever. Like, that's fine, but otherwise, I feel like we always get in trouble for, somebody walking out because they didn't like our cars. Like, once again, not guaranteed everybody walking into the dealership is gonna buy your vehicle because they're shopping around. So as much as clients do see shopping around as being innocent, for us, we just get burned, or that's just how it feels. We get in trouble and we just kind of look bad. We're the bad guy to them. So good for you if you're shopping around, amazing. But yeah, it does kind of affect us a lot in that sense of, like, you failed, you didn't do your job, and you couldn't sell them our cars. Like, so it kind of has me doubting. You can imagine, like, what are you even doing here? You're not good enough. And yes, I know I'm still new, but even then, this is kind of taking away a lot of the joy from selling somebody a car. Given I give the absolute best experience that I possibly can, and that's without even trying. So, the way that I'm talking to y'all is, it's going to be a lot better for sure, because when you're on video or on camera, it's still some getting used to. It's awkward and weird sometimes. But yeah, if you guys ever meet me in person, like, I'm a lot better than what I am, like, maybe weirdly on camera. But yeah, it's just, what was I saying? I was saying something about, the client. So like I said, working here, I just don't, like, I don't really care about the money aspect. I'm more for, like, I want to work somewhere where I'm going to enjoy, be happy, and, regardless of the money. And so I've kind of learned that now. Like, it doesn't matter. If I was selling cars, like, every day, like, okay, fine, that's cool. Like, I don't get in trouble. I get to take care of my family, but it's just not really that enjoyable in that sense. And so the dream would really be to work on my wife and I's business, or more so her business she wanted to start, which is the decal sticker business, to start off with. If I could stay at home and work on our business, I will do that. And I will do part-time, probably delivering pizzas, or I'd probably be doing YouTube as well. Just a mix of everything, right? Like, having multiple sides of income. But I don't want to give anybody the impression, like, hey, I don't want to work anymore. I don't want to do anything. All I want to do is video. If all I had to do is video, I don't think I could really stay mentally like, happy. I couldn't really be happy at all just doing video. Given if it helps so many people, then that's completely fine. But since right now I'm not, I feel like I'm not able to do that, then it's just like, I'd rather stay busy doing something else that I can at least enjoy, because I do like delivering happiness. And that's why I say, like, it would be cool if I didn't have to worry about money, if I could just deliver pizzas. I love driving, I love cars, I love pizza, delivering happiness. So that's kind of, the reason why I said that. And then apart from doing firefighter, possibly I wouldn't want to do it for too long, because I know at some point my wife would want to have her own business when she's a doctor, veterinarian. But it's still gonna take a while if she wants to have a mobile clinic going on. So anyway, like, I'm going really in depth with things, right? So there's just so much to cover. But moving on, so I want to be able to represent myself. I need to get out of working here. As bad as that sounds, once again, if I get fired for saying any of this, that's, fine, let it be. But I need to get out, because I can't find myself representing a brand. Not the brand, remember, it's not the brand itself, it's like really just the people that you're working with. The people you're working with have to be the most important. The salespeople, any of our sales reps you come across, they're great people. They're gonna help you out. Although once again, I don't want to get too depth on how they are, but everybody kind of has their own clique in some way. But and I know who I would recommend you guys to talk to, if anything. But for now, I'm just gonna stay quiet and say I respect my peers that I directly work with, but then when it comes to managers, it makes it that much more difficult. And I think my standards are too high. There's different ways in which I would run a business that I know would be a lot more successful, that's gonna help employees completely understand how to do their job and enjoy doing it. Because as I mentioned earlier, I feel like after working here for a while and seeing how, they are, it's kind of taken away the joy of wanting to even continue making more videos about the Acura vehicles. Nobody pays me to make videos on Acura. That's just kind of my, like, well, I work at a dealership, like, why not try to help contribute answering people's questions as much as possible? Why do you think there's so many videos out there, even if they're simple and basic? Like, they're not questions that I only have, but it could be questions somebody else has if they're shopping, looking around, or if they have the car and they're like, well, how do you do that? I don't know how to turn that on, or I don't know how that feature, So like I said, I want to contribute to as much as possible on my part, on my channel. But if you guys haven't seen, my wife and I, we do our own travel side of things at Casey Born to Explore. And that's 2 with the number 2, not TO. But anyway, so yeah, it's pretty hard. It can have a big impact on you, like, and question your life, and just have you wondering, like, damn, like what am I even here for? Just kidding, I think that's too much, but definitely I don't think this is for me. Once again, that can vary between dealerships depending on the managers or people or the company you're working with, because this is more of a family owned. It's not a direct corporate dealership under Acura. So once again, so look at what I'm wearing. But anyway, so there's that. Really, that's as much as I can possibly cover for now. If you guys have questions though on anything specific, I can probably answer in a short video directly to your question. But yeah, to summarize, I need to get out of here. I want to be able to have my weekends back. That is another thing I don't think I got to mention. Since I started, I've only had 2 Saturdays off, and I think I only got lucky that I somehow got those. Otherwise, yeah, I may have like Sundays here and there, but I really want my Saturday, Sunday back. If I can work every other weekend, that's completely fine. But to not have my weekends at all, it's just like, well, damn, like, I'm only working to live now. And that's kind of why every single morning, I don't really have the most positive thoughts in the morning, but I'm just thinking like, oh, like I have to go to a job that doesn't allow me to spend time with my wife. And so it's just not great, because her and I, we want to explore California. We want to take advantage while we're here. Remember, we're from El Paso, Texas. There was literally nothing to do out there. I grew up in that town, but like, food is good. Some people are great. I mean, it's kind of like, oh man, I don't want to get too deep into it, but really, it's just, there's so much to do in California. And like I said, to stay here at a job that's just not going to allow me to live and enjoy life. Like, what's the purpose of life if I'm not going to enjoy it and spend time with my wife? Like, that's just, I don't see that happening. Like, so anyway, respectfully, Acura and the brand that I'm working, or not the brand, the auto group that I'm working for specifically, I appreciate the offer or the opportunity that I got to learn. Hopefully I get to teach other people, for helping me survive out here in California. But I have to move on, and I'm sure they want the same thing. I just know it. I hear it and see it in their eyes that I'm just not really benefiting the place that I'm working for. I'm sure other people are going to be great helpers as far as, helping you get a car, but there's just too much that I want to learn, I want to understand, but they're just not willing to help out, because there's not that like crazy training system that allows you to really understand the ins and outs of everything. And for me, if I can't really understand how anything works, like, how am I supposed to utilize my knowledge and everything to my advantage, right, to help people out? And for me, that's something that I want to look forward to, is seeing people very happy because they were informed, they were just everything. I want everybody to leave here with confidence, knowing like, wow, like Chris really helped us out. He knew what he was talking about. Even then, like, I don't have to say too much when people are buying a car. But another thing too is I was thinking that people would be a lot more excited when buying a car, but maybe it's different with brands or different times now. I'm not really sure. I'm just maybe thinking people are gonna jump up and down ready, excited for a car. But I know in the moment, I mean, you might not show it. But nonetheless, no matter what, any job, you can ask anybody that has come across me. I give my absolute best without even trying. Like, everything is natural. I give my respect to every single person. Remember, I worked at a jail. You can ask the inmates. I'm sure they would remember, but they told me that I was the only person that cared. And I still do. So no matter what, all these years, I'm going to care no matter what. I know there's going to be times where you shouldn't, just depending on the situation, right? But yeah, hopefully there's a better opportunity that comes out there for me. So yeah, I really want to just experience so many cars. I want to drive. I want to learn how to drive stick. And hopefully something really comes up, or that my wife and I can make this decal sticker business work, because that's going to be all on me, since, you know, she needs to focus on school. So hopefully that can come about and, you know, really help us in so many ways. But once again, I want to help so many other people. This is not for me to be selfish. You guys have no idea what I want to do. You guys have already seen so far. There's just only so much that you will only see on video, but really I'm just mostly through action. So you won't be able to see what I'm trying to do right now, but when I have the opportunity and I'm in a better financial state, yes, you will see. So one day, I'm not going to be like Mr. Beast. I'm not IShowSpeed. I am Chris Driven. Or Christopher Garcia, if you want to refer me to. So that's about it, y'all. I'll catch you all in a future video. Stay driven as always. I still am, even though I'm kind of here all beat up a little bit, which I am. Karina, I love you. Just want to enjoy life. What's the point if we don't, you know? I love cars though. Like, really, if I could get paid, I think his name is Miles Per Hour, not sure his full name, but if I can get paid to have a car with me for a week, experience it, answer people's questions, drive it, test it to the fullest limit, I would do that happily. But yeah, I just want the creative freedom to do what I want with the videos of cars and everything, as long as it's responsible. But also when it comes to off-roading, on the track, drifting, everything, like, I want to do everything. I just want to experience it. All right, bye, and thanks for watching.